No way. I think I see a big yellow rat. That is exactly what that is. Oh my God. Wow! Have a look at this. Alright guys, so today we're in Central Florida and we're going to be looking for some snakes. There's a lot of really cool stuff that we can find out here and lots of new snakes that we've never shown you guys. Let's go. The area we're in today is mostly scrub oak and sand, which means the environment is very open with mostly smaller trees and very few things to hide under. However, palmetto branches provide shade and cover for many of the snakes that live here. Oh my goodness, have a look at this. Here, buddy. Come here. This is a little yellow rat snake. Oh my goodness, that is beautiful. Check that out. Now, yellow rat snakes are the more common species of rat snake in this area of Florida. In Central Florida, they get yellow rat snakes. They also get gray rat snakes, corn snakes, and farther down south, they get what's called the Everglades rat snake. Now, this is a very young one. This would be a juvenile, maybe 2 or 3 years old, and they get much bigger than this. In fact, this rarely ever happens, but they are capable of growing to 7 feet in length. Now, you can see why they call them yellow rat snakes. Look at that yellow coloration. And unlike Texas rat snakes and gray rat snakes, they have a striped pattern, as opposed to that kind of blotched pattern that ours normally have. Now, these guys are really good climbers, and since this is a younger one, he'd be spending a lot of time up in these palmetto branches and all up in the trees, and like we just saw, underneath them. These things are great for hiding all kinds of younger snakes and even smaller species like scarlet snakes and scarlet kings that live here. Now, this sandy soil is exactly what these yellow rat snakes love. They can also live in more swampy habitats, but this is what you'll normally find them in this kind of dry, sandy, oak and pine scrub forest, which is very open, as you can see, which gives them a chance to have stuff to hide under, stuff to climb in, and plenty of places to bask in. Now, these guys mostly eat little eggs and stuff like that, but this little guy, I'd guess he'd be feeding on lizards, since he's so small and there's so many brown anoles around here. That's a beautiful little snake. Alright, well, let's keep looking and see what else we can find. Here you go. Slide him right back under his palmetto. Alright, well, let's go see what else we can find. While most of the snakes are going to be hiding either underground or under palmetto branches because of the heat this time of day, the beauty of this area is spotting snakes out in the open that are hunting. Wow. Well, they're just as fast as they are in Louisiana. Hang on, I got a cactus spine in my foot trying to catch him. That's unpleasant. There it is, black racer. We show you these pretty often. But have a look at that, black racer. Whoop. Seeing a black snake dart off in Florida, there's a couple other things that it could be. A coach whip, that's one that we're definitely looking for to show you guys. As well as the indigo snake, which is a very rare species that lives here that we're hoping to find. But black racers, just like in Louisiana, very common snake. Look at that white chin. They've got a bright white chin. And sometimes they can have a whitish belly, but his is solid black. He only tried to bite me once when I picked him up, and now he's just kind of considering it. Beautiful snake, but not what we're looking for, so we're gonna put him back. All right, watch this. They are fast. No way, I think I see a big yellow rat. That is exactly what that is. Hello, hello. Oh my God. Wow! Have a look at this. Hey, sweetheart. Oh, don't bite me. Don't bite me. These guys can be a little bit nippy. Oh, it's hissing at me. Don't bite, don't bite. Ah, I saw that coming. Oh, no, 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 don't chonk on me. Don't, no. All right, well, there it is. This is an adult yellow rat snake. Have a look at that. Bit me twice. Doesn't really hurt too much. They got little tiny teeth. Oh, geez, I just don't want to get bit anymore. It's all right. Non-venomous species, as you can see, because I don't pick up the venomous kinds. Look at that snake. This is a beautiful, beautiful example of an adult yellow rat snake. No, 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 no. I tell you, these guys are absolutely gorgeous. No! No, not the elbow. Stop that. Silly. I'm trying to show everybody you. Don't do that. Good grief. Man, this thing is awesome though. This is the first adult yellow rat snake that I've ever seen. And she's a little bit torn up. She's got scars all over. Normally they chill out after a second, but she's like, no, I was trying to go about my day and you're bugging me. All right, sweetie, come on. Relax. See, this snake is very wired, and as you can see, they definitely bite, but this is a non-venomous species. Now they're called rat snakes because their favorite food is rodents. They'll eat mice and rats, and this one has a very cool orange coloration to it. It's got a lighter orangish yellow color. Come here, sweetie. Relax. See, now she's starting to relax a little bit. At first, she was absolutely wired. She still will bite me, make no doubt about that. However, once you start handling them just for a minute, they do tend to chill out a little bit. Now, yellow rat snakes, they look very similar to our Texas rat snakes and our gray rat snakes, and even the black rat snakes that live in the northern United States. However, they really, the big thing is coloration when it comes to rat snakes. I mean, even this snake would be able to mix, meaning it would be able to breed with Texas rat snakes and black rat snakes. However, they don't really live in this area. But really, it's interesting because the only difference is the coloration, and they can mix. Now, these guys have something very special about them. It's okay. For climbing, they have these slanted scales, and they're square, slanted belly scales. And what that allows them to do is scale trees like no other snake does. Most snakes, when they climb, they're weaving in and among the branches, and then they're wrapping around the trees and kind of shimmying themselves up. These guys, they can go up the side of a brick wall. That's how good of a climber they are. They grip to the sides of things and just kind of checker their way all the way up whatever they're climbing. And that's great in this forest with these little oak trees and little pine trees everywhere. That allows them to get up these and get up all up in these little tiny trees to hunt for bird eggs, rats, mice, lizards. There's lizards absolutely everywhere. And I can tell you that this snake is very healthy, and they normally have 4 stripes. That's the norm for these snakes. And what you're gonna have is you're gonna have plain rat snakes, blotched rat snakes, and striped rat snakes. And what that means is the Everglades and the yellow rats, and possibly the greens, if I remember correctly, have stripes. Whereas the Texas rat snakes and the gray rat snakes, and even corn snakes, which are sometimes considered red rat snakes, which even though they have a little bit of a difference between them and rat snakes, they still are considered a rat snake, but they're considered a red rat snake. But they have the blotched coloration. And then you've got the black rat snakes, which have a solid black coloration. And those are the different patterns of rat snakes. Now, this is a pretty big one. Not the biggest rat snake I've ever found. The biggest I'd have to say was a Texas rat snake. But this is an absolutely gorgeous yellow rat. It's amazing to get to find them in this little patch of woods. All around us right now is 100% some of the most disturbed habitat on the planet. This is just a little patch of woods in between it all. And that's what these animals live in. And that's what people don't understand, is that there's not a lot of wild habitat other than parks and ranges like that for these guys to live in. So really any animal that can't live in a neighborhood or in a concreted area is really in trouble by all of this. I mean, I'm sure you guys can hear a little bit of car noise, heck, maybe even some airplane and helicopter noise from this area, because this is just a little patch of woods right in the middle of a big city. It's crazy. And we're seeing gopher tortoise holes, loads of lizards, snakes, all kinds of stuff in this tiny little patch of area. And that's all these guys have to live in here. So it's really cool to see this snake. This would probably be one of the larger rat snakes out here in this little patch of woods. So it's really cool to get to show you guys this snake. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. And if you did enjoy, definitely leave a like. And I will see you guys next time. All right, here you go, sweetie.